Every month there is a new Home Assistant release, and this month is no exception, as Home Assistant 2022.11 is coming with a full force. In this video, I'll try to list all of the most interesting changes, and I'll not only list them, but I'll try to demonstrate them as best as I can. For those of you who don't know what Home Assistant is, I'll just say that this is the best free and open source smart home hub available at the moment, and it is a must-have for any smart home enthusiast out there. If you want to know more, go and register for my free Home Assistant webinar. Inside the webinar, you'll learn about the 4 official ways to get Home Assistant, plus one secret and super easy way to get started in under 5 minutes on your PC. With that being said, let's start this video. The first 3 Home Assistant 2022.11 changes that I'll show you are UI related. And the first of these 3 is a tile card. Inside my Home Assistant, I'll click on the 3 dots menu or overflow menu, and then I'll click Edit Dashboard, add a card, and I'll search here for tile. Here it is, the new tile card is located here. And here I can select an entity, in my case kitchen lights is fine. I can choose how it will look like, I can change the icon, I can show entity picture, and I have actions here. Tap action can be more info, for example, and icon tap action can be something different, for example toggle. And that's it, my tile card is ready. I can click save. And this is it. If I click on the entity right here, I'll see more info dialog. If I click on the icon, I'll toggle the kitchen lights. Next UI change in Home Assistant 2022.11 is another new card called Statistic card, which can be very useful for a quick overview glance of temperature, humidity, electricity, and water consumption, and so on. Another UI change is that the long-term statistic graphs are now shown in the entity dialog, and you can see the min, max, and mean values of the supported sensors. Next very useful new thing in Home Assistant 2022.11 is smarter reloading of automations and scripts. But what is smarter actually? Before this release, if you were to change an automation or script from the UI or from a YAML file, all automations have to be reloaded, so the new changes to be activated. In the UI Automations editor, this was done automatically in the background, when you hit save. All of this means that if there are running or waiting automations or scripts during these reloads, they will all be reset, not anymore. Starting from Home Assistant 2022.11, only the automations and scripts that are actually changed will be reloaded. All others will remain untouched and running without interruptions. Next new worth mentioning feature in Home Assistant 2022.11 is the new water usage in the energy section. That means if you have water usage sensors added in Home Assistant, they can be now easily visualized in Home Assistant Energy Dashboard, and you have a nice and beautiful real-time and historical representation of the water consumption in your home. If you are lucky enough to have any of these integrations in Home Assistant, the water usage in Energy section will work out of the box. The other option is DIY sensors with MQTT or ESP home support. And here comes my request for help. Can you please share in the comments what are you currently using for water usage monitoring, and does it work with Home Assistant? I'm planning to create a DIY water usage sensor video in the near future, so the more info you share, the better. Starting from Home Assistant 2022.11, some integrations that allows changing the light temperature will start to use Kelvin natively instead of mireds. However, the mired will continue to work as well, so it is not going to be a breaking change. With Home Assistant 2022.11, or greater, you can set your own first day of the week. Just go to your Home Assistant username and set your preferences from the drop-down menu. Or you can leave it on auto and Home Assistant will configure this option for you based on your existing language settings and region. To help you further in your smart home journey, I prepared one PDF document called the Smart Home Glossary. This document can be downloaded from my website automatelike.pro/glossary, absolutely for free. Inside that glossary, you find simple and useful explanations of the most used smart home acronyms. If you're wondering what to see next, check my Home Assistant playlist for more interesting videos. I'm Kirill and I'm done speaking. Bye!